And we're going to finish off with our reacts. We're going to see how the internet did react to the game yesterday. Starting off with the THFC report saying Christian Romero has won possession more times than any other centre-back in the Premier League this season, which is 41 times.
And that's exactly what you get with Romero. Everyone likes, you know, especially opposition fans, they like to say like, oh, he's rash and this and that, you know, he's always charging up. But that's what you get out of his style of play. Yes, he might get caught out like he did against Newcastle, or it might happen once or twice, you know, a season or whatever, or not a season, but whatever. It might happen that a few amount of times.
Well, it happened against Arsenal, didn't it, in the set piece?
Yeah, but that wasn't from him stepping up. I'm saying from his style of play.
Stepping up,
like
right.
from him being aggressive, you know, being that proactive nature.
Yeah.
That's what you get. You get that stat, which is so crucial to the way we play, because it's every time he wins the ball back, it puts us on the front foot. It gives us the ability to create chances, and it takes the ball away from the opposition with the very few times they get it. So that's a really, really crucial stat, and it's exactly what he brings to Tottenham. So people can criticise him for, you know, his whatever, being overly aggressive or whatever, which I think is a bit harsh, but that's the upside to it, which is a really big upside.
And you know what, Coutinho Romero, you know, a lot of people have had a lot of things to say, and even I've said, you know, I think he's going to be off this summer, this coming summer. And he always tweets out after every game, after every loss, saying, you know, don't worry, if we keep going in this way, we'll get it right, and we'll be a really good team. Not to those exact words, but those to that effect. If we keep going in this trajectory, is he going to sign the deal?
If we're in a title challenge, maybe.
We're going to be in a title challenge this year.
Then never say never. Not saying anything.
Jacko Cat says, don't forget he's just 24. His rise just started. He will become one of the best players in the world. It's inevitable at this point. I will always thank Ange for unlocking his true potential. Future captain of the club, current captain of his national team. What a player. And that is obviously about Decky.
Yeah, and I mean, if you watch his individual highlights, I implore you, because it's absolutely one of the best midfield performance I've ever seen this season. But yeah, it's also that's also a good point. His mentality is elite. There's a reason why they've given him the armband at national level, because he's got an unbelievable head on his shoulders, and he's a very mature player for his age, and I think we're really seeing the best out of him now.
Ayudi says Cuti's love language is really physical attack. Look how he's slapping Bergvall in that celebration.
And Bergvall's loving it. He's got a big smile on him. I love it. Come on, Cuti.
Next one, Spurs Express. Sonny on Coutinho Romero's Instagram after Coutinho captained a 3-0 winning Tottenham side at Old Trafford from one captain to another. Sonny just comments on it saying top captain, and with an Argentinian flag.
Yeah, love it from Sonny. Sonny was very active on social media yesterday, which we'll see later. But yeah, great for him to, you know, appreciate Romero taking the armband and doing a great job.
Here are some quotes from Decky from after the game yesterday saying, "This is my position. I grew a lot because now I can defend. Before maybe I didn't defend as much, and that was why I didn't play in midfield. But now I'm growing as a player, and then I can see I can play to my strengths. I'm best in the middle. I can score goals. I can find good passes. I play with Maddison, who's unbelievable with the ball. We have Bentancur, who when he plays like this is an unbelievable player. So it looks offensive on the paper, but right now it's working really good."
Yeah, and that's the main point. I think when he says, you know, I'm able to defend now, yeah, he's really using his physical traits off the ball as well as on the ball. He's using it brilliantly on the ball, but off the ball as well. It's really important to make sure that, you know, we don't get overrun and we're not easy to transition against. And the way he's playing at the moment, he's getting close to people, he's putting in the hard yards, he's got great stamina, and so now he's got that ability off the ball to, you know, be disciplined and get in position. That this is making him so effective in this position. And
then more quotes from him. He says, "That's how we need to play. Our season started now. 4 wins in a row. The feeling is very good. A lot of happy players, and it's showing on the pitch." And you do see that, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's how we got to continue. Yes, I know we've been playing well all season, but we've just got to be ruthless and just in the attack. And that's, I think, what he's trying to say. You know, we've got this momentum now, and we can't let it go. Atletico Madrid striker Julian Alvarez named Coutinho Romero as one of the 3 toughest defenders he's ever faced in his career. Damn right. Well, you know, if you're an Argentinian player in the squad, you must think Romero's like the best defender in the world, because how he's turned them around to just this trophy-winning machine when they couldn't win a trophy for years. It's a lot down to him. Yeah. And next up, this is James Maddison on Instagram this morning. He says, "Morning." Brennan Johnson chanting his CR9. It's not CR9, R9. R9. Phenomenal. What a great video. What a great picture, I mean.
Next up, South Korean manager Hyung-Moon Bo says that whilst Sonny is recovering well, Son himself and Tottenham believe he's not quite fit to play as of right now. He has been named in the Korean national team squad for the upcoming international break. However, his situation and whether he is able to return to action at club level this week will be monitored to see if he'll be available. I mean, just give the guy a rest, man.
Yeah, I
Come
really
on.
hope so.
You can see he talks about fatigue. He talks about playing too much. And he's out injured at the moment, which, you know, I don't know if it's a hamstring or it's a fatigue issue. I mean, this guy just needs a little bit of a break.
I really hope he just takes the next 2 games off, takes a break on all the international break, and then he's fully fit for the West Ham game. He needs to rest, but I just feel like he'll never turn down his country, will he?
No. But, you know, the country and the manager should do what's best for him, you know? And what's best for him is just give him a little break, take him out the firing line a little bit.
The country know how much they need him as well. The South Korea manager's already under pressure, you know, not playing well with this kind of stuff. And I just got the feeling he needs Sonny. You know, he's just going to make sure he plays him, which is not going to be good for Spurs.
No, it's not. What amazing thing, though, to have someone like Sonny. And, you know, all fearing the worst when he's not playing and when he's injured. And, you know, when the news came out saying he's not going to play, everyone's like, oh, my God, Sonny's not going to play. He's our best player. He's unbelievable. He's a captain, blah, blah, blah. But we didn't really miss him that much, did we?
No, not yesterday.
And that's a testament to Ange Postecoglou in the team. Marco says, please let him rest over international break. I think that feeling is definitely how we feel. Marcelo says, just realised that we smashed United away without our best forward while starting Timo Werner. Oh, Turbo Werner.
Turbo Werner, absolutely. This is exactly how Ange probably feels after the game. Job done.
11 in the mid says, and as pathetic and shambolic as we were, fair play to Spurs. That first half performance from them was possibly the best I've ever seen live at Old Trafford. Only games that come closer, City in the Carling Cup 1920 and City in the League 2021-22. That's high praise for a Man United fan.
Love it. Thank you. Well, didn't have to say that, but it's good. Good stuff.
Abby says, I love them so much. My team.
Yeah.
The vibes are immaculate, aren't they?
Definitely. And I think now the results are starting. I mean, I've always felt like the team were together anyway this season, but now the results are starting to match performances. You really feel the belief really flowing through this team, don't you?
Mole with the Bundesliga logo.
Yeah,
and I think
they need to redo it.
I think that's what they've based the Bundesliga logo around. It's just Decky.
Exactly.
It's
Decky took some inspiration, looks like. Brilliant stuff.
XG Philosophy saying teams that have accumulated more than 5 XG in a Premier League game since our records began in 2014. Man City, Villa, Man U, Chelsea, Liverpool, and now Tottenham.
Fantastic. Good amongst good company there, I would say.
SofaScore, by the way, brilliant app. If you want to download it, please do use our link, which is pinned to the live chat right now. It's the app that we've been using to analyze all the players, gives you nice in-depth stats on all the leagues around the world. But they give us the stats on Dejan Kulusevski's performance against Manchester United yesterday. 59 touches, 1 goal, 2 shots, 1 on target with a 0.43 XG. 3 big chances created, which was the most of anyone on the pitch. 9 key passes, which was the most of anyone on the pitch. 33 out of 37 accurate passes. 0.39 XA and a 9.1 SofaScore rating. Ran the Spurs show at Old Trafford.
Yeah, phenomenal. And it's just mad because last season we were just so reliant on like Maddison in the middle, like to just perform with Manchester. Now we've got 2 options there. And like Decky, you know, even outperforming Maddison in some aspects. And it's just great to have that other option now. It's just so good to see on the pitch as well.
Yeah.
Makes us so much more unpredictable.
Ramon Vega tweeted out saying, Man United's performance was poor, largely due to Spurs' outstanding display. Kudos to Spurs for an excellent performance. Come on, you Spurs. Well done, boys and Ange.
I agree with that. I think as much as Man United were bad, I think we made them look bad, in my opinion. And I think people don't acknowledge that enough.
100%. Tyrese says, Maddison, Bentancur, Kulusevski midfield trio this season.
Better than that, mate. Better than that.
Last word on Spurs. Dejan Kulusevski created a Premier League record 9 key chances for Spurs at Old Trafford. Florent Malouda held the record for most key chances created by a visiting player, which was set at 7.
Yeah, so not easy to do, but he's done incredibly well.
Destiny Season says expected goals this season. Spurs lead the charts of the Premier League with 13.8. Liverpool are second, Man City are third. And most shots on target per match as well. Spurs have the most in the Premier League this season.
Yeah, and that's replying to a a tweet from, I don't know if that's also in it, but Axel saying big chances created, Tottenham are top, and big chances missed, Spurs also top. So much more growth as well there.
100%. Lily White Rose saying good night, and we saw this picture yesterday. What an image this is.
Yeah, I love that.
Van der Ven just leaving the Manchester United players in the dust.
It's like that picture of like when everyone's like surrounding Maradona and like he's being chased. Like this is Van der Ven, that's our centre back. Unbelievable. They can't catch him. Look at the fear in their face. Look at Mazraoui. Look how scared he looks. Unbelievable.
Can't touch me. Can't touch me. Dave Ellis let's look at this picture once more time. Brennan Johnson as R9, unbelievable. 433 saying Tottenham's big afternoon in numbers, 3-0 win, 5.33 XG to Man United 0.98, 9 big chances to Man United's 9, 10 shots on target to Man United's 2, a fully dominant display.
Yeah, look at that. No big chance. I think that's also a very telling stat. No big chances for Man United whatsoever. And also, we've been saying, haven't we, that Man United in the first half have been really good this season. And they weren't able to create a thing against us.
Nah,
so
not a thing.
It goes to show how good we've been defensively.
Nice one. Sonny tweets out these pictures of Ange. I think it looks like before the game.
Yeah.
And he knew what was coming. Look at the look on his face. He knew exactly what was coming.
He was excited. I think he just loves that he's in the Premier League and he's going to all these big grounds and he's manager of a top club. He probably never thought he'd get here, and he's taking it all in. But like brilliant. It's a brilliant picture, isn't it? That picture is just so iconic now that we won the game 3-0. The one he's looking around with his cup, with a massive smile. I just love it. That.
Spurs Web tweeting out Solanke dropping the anime, Pedro Porro dropping the Sonny.
Exactly. Iconic celebrations all round.
This was brilliant last night. So basically, me and Sim, we had a long drive back last night, and we basically took in all the Man United tears throughout the whole of the internet. And I think this one was the best one out of the lot. No Context Fan TV saying, dropped his location and told the Ten Hag in-lot to come outside. Saeed was on top form last night, not going to lie.
Brilliant. Haram ball, he's called.
Ten Haram.
Ten Haram.
Sean says, option A, pass to Maddison. Option B, pass to Solanke. Timo Werner, what if I placed the ball exactly between them both? Yeah, that was poor, to be fair, from Timo Werner. But
the accuracy to play it just in between both.
Pure elite. But, I just... Yeah, look, we've had our words to say about Timo Werner in the past, but when you're winning the game 3-0 and you have such a top performance, I just don't like focusing on these kind of things.
No, and he did a job for the team. As much as individually, he could have done better, I think for the team, he did a good job.
Yeah. Destiny Udogi on Instagram says, coming back to London with 3 points, sure I'll be okay.
That's give us a lot of relief. Hopefully he gets a good rest on Thursday, but it does leave a problem because I think he wants to give Van der Ven a rest on Thursday because he took him off early. And if he wants to give Udogi a rest, I don't know what he's going to do because Dave is going to play one of those positions. So I don't know whether he gets creative at left back and puts a midfielder there maybe, or...
maybe Porro has to play.
Maybe Porro has to play and put Gray at left back maybe, could do that.
Gray at centre back?
Great centre back and Davis left back, one of the two. So this is the problem leaving and also Dragoshin's out. So that's the problem that Dragoshin suspended and leaving Spence out gives us.
Yeah. Alex, the Euro export, says, remember when Timo Werner hit 36 goals and assists in the single Bundesliga season?
I remember it. He's going to get back to those levels. Come on, Timo. I'm backing you. 36 goal and assists this season. Come on. Pictures
that go hard, or Spurs pictures that go hard, and I love this picture. Romero, the captain on the day, going to congratulate Dom Solanke while he's doing the bow and arrow celebration.
You got Van der Ven celebrating in the background. You got the rain pouring down.
Lovely.
Picture.
Opta Joe says 3. Dominic Solanke is only the 3rd English player to score in 3 successive Premier League appearances against Manchester United after Jermaine Defoe in November 2002 and Bukayo Saka in January 2023. Magic.
Wow. I think Defoe, that wasn't for Spurs there. It must have been for West Ham because that's 2002. He signed for us in 2004.
Oh, right.
Wow, look at that.
Another one of the Brennan Johnson.
It's just going to come up every third tweet, I think, this Johnson thing.
Spooky the Creator saying 18 goal contributions, 8 assists, 10 goals in 41 games.
That's Brennan.
Wow. So it's great numbers, isn't it?
It's not bad numbers. It's just what I'm saying. He might not be the best player, but he's effective. He does get goals and assists.
Yeah. Alfie says, love them all so much. What a group of players we have. And these just all the players are kind of waxing lyrical about each other on social media.
This is Romero's thing. I love this one. Is this the one on what's the one they commented? So look, Alex Scott commented on one of them. saying it's just superb. I wonder who they're commenting on. Maybe it's Decky or maybe Solanke, saying it should have had 2. Is this the one where? This is they're all commenting on Van de Ven. Madder says slow bastard. Reguilon says I want you in my team of the week team. Pedro Porro says, did you want more of the field to run? I absolutely love that. And then the last one was, I don't know who they're commenting. It doesn't say they're commenting on, but Mickey Van said unreal, wow, player. Solanke says finish. So it must have been, who scored the second goal? Decky. It must have been Decky.
Got to be Decky. Next one was Sonny on Instagram with the celebration with Pedro Porro, and he says, this is my guy.
And it was lovely for Porro to include him because he knows that Sonny, he's such a big part of the dressing room and he's such a big part of the team. So it's good that he made him feel included in the win.
James Maddison catching Van de Ven out, munching his fruit and the flight on the way home. Caught him, just keeps watching his assist back.
I love that.
I love the banter between our players. It's just, you can see there's a real kind of family atmosphere growing there. Spurs Watch saying Tottenham attacking numbers in the Premier League this season. Most XG, most touches in the opposition box, most shots on target, second most shots, third most goals. Ange Ball.
Absolutely, and this is brilliant. And to add into that with the second least conceded as well. I mean, the underlying stats are really strong, aren't they?
And best pressing as well.
Best pressing, like phenomenal numbers.
Opta Analyst says Tottenham won possession in the final third 7 times against Man United in the first half. Only Brentford, 8 versus Southampton, have won more possession in the final third more often in a Premier League first half this season.
Yeah, and it's really set the tone for the game. They just couldn't live without pressing, could they?
Aaron Lennon was clearly watching the game yesterday. He just tweets out, Kulusevski!
Nice to see Lennon still getting involved. Nice to see that.
Gus says, are you mad? And you look at all these players here and then Maddison just way out. You can't even see it because the camera...
He's just so in that corner. He's not even in shot here. But yeah, Maddison, it's a graph of successful attacking actions per 90 and key passes per 90. And Maddison is top for both.
Yeah, unreal.
In the league. So it just shows like what influence he has on the team.
Next up is the comment that we read out before, just Maddison saying slow bastard to Mickey Van de Ven. Up to Joe saying 6 of Dejan Kulusevski's 9 chances created came while Manchester United still have 11 men on the pitch up to the 42nd minute. Before today, only 1 visiting player had ever created more than 6 in a full game, and that was Florent Malouda.
Fantastic.
This next one is from TSS saying Bentancur was just different class today, reminiscent, perhaps even better than those early Spurs Day performances. His composure under pressure and his patience on the ball gave us such a strong foothold with everything, with everything we've done, with passing as well, just superb.
Yeah, and that was really, really great to see Bentancur in that kind of form, and he's getting better and better as the season goes on. So absolutely, really, really encouraging.
Ayudi saying absolutely love a huddle at full league this season. I think we've been through this, highest XG in the league, and Arsenal nowhere near to be seen in the top 5 there.
Don't see them.
Pictures that go hard again. That's Brennan Johnson and Van de Ven celebrating their goal together.
Double high five.
Data MB saying no Premier League midfielder has more dribbles per 90, which is 6.25, or progressive runs per 90, 3.47 than Decky this season.
And that's exactly what Ange was saying. Maddison with his passing ability on the ball, and Decky with his running ability on the ball has led to a really dangerous combination. And as you see here, Maddison's top of all the passing numbers, and Decky's past top of all the running numbers. So that there's therefore to see.
Complement each other so well. Dougie Critchley saying, I'm not sure any centre-back in the Premier League's recent history could do that. Rudiger went on the odd run, but not like that. The break at that speed for the second time this season, that's unique. Mickey Van de Ven.
Good to see him getting his props.
Next one says, highest expected goals number accumulated by an away team in the Premier League since Man City against Norwich in 2022. And that's Man City against Norwich. Exactly. This is away at Old Trafford.
100%.
Paddy Power, Spurs seeing Christian Eriksen fail to beat the first man from a set piece.
Yeah, it was quite something. It was watching a different fan base groan when he can beat a first man. It was just nice. It wasn't us for a change.
Barnaby, big up Barnaby, brilliant on the watch along once again.
I don't think it's that Barnaby.
Is it not?
I don't think so.
Oh well. A different Barnaby says this picture is now officially iconic.
Yeah, what a picture. I love it. So you love it.
Next one, Statman Dave Kulusevski's game by numbers. We've been through that. James Maddison versus Tottenham versus Premier League midfielders. First for key passes, first for attacking actions, which is actually most in Europe. Second for forward passes, second for progressive passes, second for crosses, and seconds for touches in the box.
Well, yeah, he's performing very well, and as we said, sometimes because we haven't been getting the results and because he's not getting goals and assists, people don't look at this stuff and don't trust what don't realise what an impact he's making. But I think the stats speak for themselves.
Yeah, next one from the Spurs Watch, going through the Dom Solanke chant from yesterday. Invert the Wing says Tottenham have the second best defensive record in the entire league. All this while generating the most XG in the entire league. And they don't need to play 10 men behind the ball to do it. Not bad for someone who can't coach the defence. And I love the shade he's constantly throwing at Arsenal. In
Love
the
it.
Wing.
He hates Arteta and Arsenal, which is great. But I think he's right here. Like, you don't have to restrict the opposition chances. You don't have to be sitting back all the time. The way we do it is also can be quite effective.
Take note, Mikel Arteta, Mr. Lego Man. BLTHFC says, for what it's worth, I think the pressure Ange has been under is a complete joke. Lost by 1 goal to Arsenal and away at Newcastle. Leicester was a decent performance and the rest have been victories. Things still have to improve in certain aspects, but overreaction after Arsenal was crazy. And you know what? Look, Arsenal is always going to be a hyper-emotional game, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you lose 3 in a row there, even more so.
Yeah, and I think that probably clouded a lot of people's thinking into where we actually are, because I think people should have realised, even though it was a bad result and even though it was difficult to take that loss, like we still shouldn't have lost that game. And this season, we've still been playing well in general, so just got to keep believing.
Hotspur related saying Ange Postecoglou registers his first win away at a Big Six team in the Premier League since becoming THFC head coach. I mean, can you still call Man United a Big Six team?
It's up to you, I guess, if you can. We did beat Villa away last year, we finished 4th.
They're more of a Big Six team than Man United are.
Yeah, you might be able to argue that. It's different between a top 6 and a Big Six. I guess.
Mr. Black says Brennan Johnson since deactivating his Instagram account.
Exactly, or Van de Ven, as you should say, when he goes on a run.
Shawsey saying pictures of the day. Some great imagery coming from the game yesterday.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, I love that one with Maddison and Van de Ven. That was great.
God, we can keep going forever with this REAX. Bloody hell. Lily White Rose saying, brother Mikey Moore, if that chance at the end had gone in, the pitch invasion was coming.
Pitch invasion when Mikey scores. I'm on it. Let's do it.
Billy saying, finally a result to match the performance. Been due all season. 4 wins in a row. Surely time to get behind these lot and the manager and see what happens. Up the effing Spurs.
Completely agree, Billy T. And I think I completely agree. I think hopefully this result will give a lot more than the doubters a belief that we actually are on the right track.
Carly saying Pedro Porro with the shout out to Sonny, this team. Simon Yamani says this performance by Bentancur has been outstanding. Tottenham tears again with that picture of Solanke and Pedro Porro. Eric Ten Hag, this comment after the game saying it's not possible a centre-back can dribble through the whole team and put a cross in. I mean,
it is possible.
It is very possible.
It's possible. Only when you've got Mickey Van de Ven, though.
Spurs pictures that go hard. Decky with his finish yesterday, unbelievable. I love that picture actually.
Yeah,
just floating through the air.
Yeah, he's got both feet in the air. He's got to kind of manoeuvre the ball himself because the ball's quite high, and he gets a really good finish into the corner. So well played, Decky.
This is going to be a very long thread. I mean, I'm not going through this whole thread on Dom Solanke. Just that's the anime celebration.
I mean, he's only 2, but I'm saying I think he's implying, because he's going to get a lot of goals this season.
Statmuse FC saying Mickey Van de Ven has more assists this Premier League season than any Man United player.
Wow. Creative force.
Spurs Premier League panel says Spurs' best player this season. Excellent physical traits to brush off contact in central areas and burst away from his man, plus a very good shooting technique and final pass. He ripped apart Man U's poor pressing structure. Dejan Kulusevski, take your flowers.
Absolutely. He definitely deserves a lot of flowers after yesterday. What a game.
No context, Tottenham. Mark Goldbridge absolutely laying into people yesterday.
He said he hates football. That's it. He hates football now. He hates this game.
Oh, that was brilliant. XG Philosophy saying Tottenham have created more XG than Man U at Old Trafford this season. In one
considering
game.
they were quite high XG, some of their performances, still pretty impressive.
Statmuse, again with that Decky stat, about 9 chances created. No other player has more in a single game in the last 3 Premier League seasons.
Wow. That just goes to show how many chances did you create yesterday.
And again, Spurs pictures that go hard. That's that Van de Ven one. And Jake says, so anyways, the Moussa Dembele successor you've all been waiting for is Kulusevski.
Why not? And he can actually do stuff in the final third, unlike Dembele. So there you go.